And developing tonight, top Democrats try a controversial move to keep the Republicans from grabbing the reins on Capitol Hill. Welcome to the Kelly File, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. With a little less than 9 months to the midterms, Democrats are looking increasingly on the ropes. And conservative groups are already launching an early ad war against them, dropping tens of millions of dollars to remind the American public just who's responsible for so many people losing their insurance and their doctors.
Call President Obama and tell him his health law is not working, and we don't want to be trapped in it any longer.
Tell Senator Shaheen it's time to be honest. Obamacare doesn't work.
Congressman Ron Barber supports Obamacare. Tell Congressman Barber Obamacare is hurting Arizona families. We deserve better.
Kay Hagan, she just doesn't get it.
Tell Kay Hagan Obamacare hurts North Carolina.
Tell Congressman Braley Obamacare is hurting Iowa families, and we deserve better.
Well, these Democratic senators in particular are being singled out, and tonight we hear that they are pushing back. Some suggesting that the IRS, I say the IRS, hello, yes, should aggressively regulate these organizations. Didn't we just go through that? I think so. In any event, they're arguing that these groups are distorting the truth and the IRS must stop them. Mark Thiessen is a fellow at the American Enterprise Institute and a former speechwriter for President George W. Bush. You can't make it up. The Democrats are in trouble for their votes on Obamacare, and being in trouble, they have turned to the very group that is itself in trouble for silencing conservatives to help them silence conservatives?
It's almost laughable if it wasn't so pernicious. I mean, look, Senate Democrats are in a predicament. Every single one of those people you showed on your screen voted for Obamacare. And every single one of the people you showed on your screen is on video telling the same lie as Barack Obama. You can keep your plan. And so these conservative groups are running ads in their states, making sure that every single person in their state knows about it. And they are desperate to stop them, so they're turning to the IRS. Instead of turning to the IRS to silence them, why don't they defend their policies? Why don't we have some liberal groups go out and run ads telling us how wonderful Obamacare is? And there's a simple answer for that. Because they're not interested in defending Obamacare. They want to run from Obamacare, and these groups are calling them to account and stopping them from running from their votes.
They have come out and explicitly said that they want the IRS to crack down. Now, they say on all of these groups, Mark. Yeah. They say it's not just the conservatives, these 501c4s, you know, these groups that are entertaining advertising. They want the IRS to crack down on all of them. That's exactly what they were saying back in 2010, which led to, according to the Inspector General, which led to the targeting of conservatives in the first place.
No, that's exactly right. And look, now you have a new Fox News poll that shows 64% of the American people think the IRS is corrupt. They're turning to the very organization that is right now under criminal investigation still, although it's been leaked that they're not going to get charged, but they're under investigation, and under that shadow, they're turning to the IRS to not only to target these groups, but to defund and silence them. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's happening again. And we heard Chuck Schumer, New York, Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer, a couple of weeks ago being explicit in his calls for the IRS to crack down on these groups yet again. And now we have all these top Democratic senators saying, yes, that is the answer to stop these ads. Listen to Mr. Schumer.
The Tea Party elites gained extraordinary influence by being able to funnel millions of undisclosed dollars into campaigns with ads that distort the truth and attack government. But there are many things that can be done by the IRS and other government agencies, and we have to redouble those efforts. We have not worked hard enough on this.
Couldn't be more explicit.
Yep. You know, it's funny how this is kind of cyclical. In 2010, they complained to the IRS about this group. Then in 2012, they were suddenly silent when Priorities Action USA was spending $57 million in a smear campaign against Mitt Romney, running ads saying that he killed a woman who had cancer and he took away her health insurance. It's very convenient. What's changed between 2012 and today? What's changed is the Democrats are about to lose control of the Senate. And so they're in trouble, and they can't defend their policy. There is not enough money out there to run ads explaining to the American people and convincing them that Obamacare is a good idea. So they can't defend the policy, so the only way they can win is by silencing the groups who are calling them to account for their votes. They are on video. Americans are going to see them looking in the camera and saying to them, you can keep your plan. And it's not true, and there's going to be a second wave of cancellations, and at the same time there's going to be videos on air showing them saying you can keep your plan as people are getting these letters.
The Americans are going to see that unless the IRS steps in to help the Democrats who are complaining. Mark, good to see you.